Oh hey, I didn't see you there. I guess I'm an alcoholic, not so anonymous. But for real, I am just making these videos to hold myself accountable, and I want to share a couple things I've learned in sobriety. This is my first time trying to get sober. I have been drinking for 16 years, almost daily, towards the end, really binge drinking, like morning to night, bad, until I decided to get help. So anyway, I am 12 days sober today, but yesterday I went to my first Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. I didn't have very good thoughts about Alcoholics Anonymous. I thought it was too preachy and too programmed, and I don't like to be controlled. But honestly, at this one, I had a great time. For one, the way they talk about God, they've referred to God as he, she, it, they, whatever it means to you, and it's just about your own spiritual awakening. So this one was not like heavy pushing Christian stuff, so that was great. I actually got offered 2 sponsors who are females, and apparently that's really hard because there's less females in Alcoholics Anonymous. And the 2 things that I want to share, they're not from the Alcoholics Anonymous meeting, but 2 things that are just really important on the sobriety journey that I've learned. Is one, I was messaging a man who was just, cheering me on and telling me his story, and I said, honestly, I am most proud, there's a hair in my mouth, of this accomplishment of getting sober than anything else in my life. Like, I graduated college, I bought a house, I was a professional musician for a living, which was like my dream, I paid off my Mercedes, like, I don't know, stuff like that. And I'm like, that's great and all, and that looks good on the outside, and I worked really, really hard for that stuff. But this is me deciding I love myself, and for so long I hated myself, and I don't hate myself anymore, but I was treating myself like I hated myself when I was stuck in my drinking cycle. So I'm just saying that this feels like the biggest accomplishment in my life because I no longer hate myself, and that is an amazing feeling. And the second thing is, I know this kind of gets regurgitated a lot, but it's the thing that always works for me. Whenever I have cravings, I know it's only been 12 days, there's plenty of time for me to slip up. I have the rest of my life. Hopefully it doesn't happen though. But whenever I have cravings for alcohol, I just think about them and play the whole situation through. I imagine best case scenario, okay, maybe I only have 1 drink, but then I break my streak and I have to start over and I'd be so disappointed in myself. And then I imagine what would probably happen, where I would have more and more drinks and then feel like shit in the morning, then want to drink the next day because I want to get rid of the shitty feeling that I have, and then I would start it all over. And my favorite quote is, it's easier to stay sober than to get sober, and that is so true. So those 2 things are what's really helping me, and also just good things have been happening in my life. And I believe in a God, a higher power. I'm not religious, but I fully believe in something, even if it's just like the universe or good vibrations. Now that I'm finally doing something to help myself, I'm actually there for other people, and I'm not just blowing plans off so I can stay home and drink. Good things are happening to me, and I'm able to be there for people, and I'm gaining confidence. One last thing is that I always thought of confidence as just like, I believe in myself, I think I'm pretty and smart and talented, but I recently learned that confidence comes from saying you're going to do something and then actually doing it. And I never thought about it that way, but I have a whole new outlook on confidence now, and right now I am more confident, honestly, than I've ever been in my life, because I'm sticking to plans, I got sober, I am doing the things on my to-do list, I'm not blowing off people, and yeah, I'm in a really, really good spot. Honestly, today is probably my worst day, and the only reason is because I couldn't sleep, and I woke up at like 3 and couldn't get back to bed, ate a bunch of crappy food in the middle of the night, because sometimes eating helps me sleep, and then I couldn't take it anymore, so I took a sleeping pill, so I've just been walking around all day like, which makes me just feel kind of down and sad and disconnected when you're just sleep deprived and kind of dopey, but drinking isn't going to solve that problem. I know that, so here's to 12 days sober. I'm excited for tomorrow, 13